now available in paperback and e-readers. Spellbound, a darker shade of black. Get your copy today at your favorite online bookseller. This is going to be a part 2 to my The Dark Side of Light Skin video. And in that previous video, I pretty much laid out the groundwork for why there is a dark side to light-skinned people. Now, in the minds of many black people and even white people and Hispanic people, there's an idea that light-skinned black people are better than dark-skinned black people. And because a lot of people have this false perception in their mind about light-skinned people, it leads to there being a whole dark side to light skin. Because a lot of people who have this idea about light skin being better than dark skin, what they do is they create ideas and false concepts regarding light-skinned people. And because they have these false ideas, what they do is they project ideas onto people that do not relate to the content of their character, but is primarily focused on their biases regarding the color of their skin. And because these people have these biases based on the color of their skin, it colors their perception of light-skinned people. So instead of seeing that person as a person, they are pretty much projecting ideas onto that person about who they are related to their values and their character, and are not trying to get to know them as people. And because they are objectifying that person, they really cannot form a strong interpersonal relationship or personal connection with them. Now, growing up, I've seen this firsthand, because when I would interact with especially females, the first thing they would say is that light-skinned guy or that cute light-skinned guy. Again, putting the light-skinned connotation on it as to add extra value onto me, not seeing me as a person they want to approach because they like who I am, but they see a like in the light skin. So that's part of the dark side of light skin, because again, people don't see you as a person, they see you as a skin tone. And because they see you as a skin tone, and because a lot of people think light-skinned people are closer to white and are attractive for being closer to white, they try to use you as a piece of social currency to elevate themselves in the black social circles and America's social circles if they want to be in other social circles. And instead of you being a person that they want to have a relationship with, they are having a relationship with you based on skin tone. And that's a really shallow reason to have a relationship with someone, because they are a certain skin tone. And it makes it really problematic to connect with people, because what happens is, again, all they're seeing is a skin tone. All they see is light skin. And this is something, again, I have experienced growing up as a teenager in my social interactions with women and even men. And it really makes it hard to have friends or to even try to have relationships with women, because what happens is, again, all they see is light skin. Now, the other part of the dark side of light skin I really didn't get into in the previous video is a lot of the anger and jealousy you have to deal with from medium-skinned black people, Hispanic people, and dark-skinned black people. Because, again, a lot of these people, again, they have it in their spellbound mind that you believe you are better than they are, and because they believe you're better than they are, or they believe that you are better than they are, they start, again, getting very angry and getting very jealous of you, and again, they start looking for reasons to start arguments with you, start drama with you, and other reasons to bully you out of the social circle, because they are insecure about their own racial identity and their own sense of self. So they get very jealous and they get very upset, especially if you are a light-skinned person and they see someone in the distance they want to get involved with. Now, I've run into this, quite a few times when there were girls who were interested in me, and then I would wonder why these guys would want to start with me. And then as I got older, I started to understand, oh, they saw a girl far across the way that that was interested in me, and they wanted to push me out of the social circle. So they would make ad hominem attacks and personal digs because they were jealous of the whole idea of the light skinned person getting the attention of other people. And that really made them mad because they thought they couldn't get the attention of the person when all you had to do was have some social skills. This is not about skin tone. If you have good social skills, you can trump any sort of skin tone. But this is what a lot of people do. They get jealous of the light skinned person because they lack the social skills to go out here and pursue relationships with the people they want to pursue relationships with. So because they're insecure, they go out here and try to fight with the light skinned person or argue with the light skinned person or try to bully the light skinned person in an effort to push them out of the social circle so that people will see them as attractive. And this is another part of the dark side of light skin that people really don't want to talk about because a lot of people, they get very jealous of light skinned people and biracial people, especially when you're a biracial. You really have to deal with this, and I've dealt with it in my own personal life. And they see you and they start thinking, oh, you think you're better than they are. You think you're prettier than they are. You think you're more attractive than they are. And again, you're not thinking this. This is something they are projecting onto you because, again, they have low self-esteem, low self-worth, and their view of black, again, is colored by white. And because their view of black is colored by white, what they do is they try to fit you into their black box. And that's not the place you want to be because you are defining your own version of black. I never saw that about black. I never saw myself as better than anybody. I never saw myself as, more prettier than someone. And I was just trying to live my life. And many light-skinned people, what we're trying to do is just live our life and get through a day. And because these spellbound people are out here with this whole light skin, dark skin stuff, again, they start projecting ideas onto us, saying things that we are, better than they are, and we are trying to avoid them. And in some cases, you are trying to avoid them because their behavior and their actions, can pretty much get you hurt because this person is emotional. This person is taking ideas that they have, and because they have these ideas, they're going to act in a way that's going to put your life at risk. Because I've run into cases where guys want to fight and stuff, and you just don't want to deal with these kind of guys, and in some of the cases, these females, because again, they don't see you as a person. They are getting emotional and upset based on a skin tone and judging you by the color of your skin, but not the content of your character. And that's a big part of the dark side of light skin because a lot of people, again, they don't see light skinned people as people in the black community. They see them as objects and they see them as someone to be a piece of social currency. And when they see them as pieces of social currency, they look to change them in ways that hopefully can get them attention from other black people in their social circles. And this is one of the big problems of being a light-skinned person or a biracial person in the black community is that you just don't get seen as a person, you don't get valued as a person, and you don't get valued for the content of your character. Now, I explore this whole dark side of light skin again in my new novel, Spellbound, and I really wanted people to understand that light-skinned people are people, they have feelings, they have emotions, and you want to get to know them as people because I would like to believe that black people could stop judging light-skinned people by the color of their skin and really start making efforts to judge them by the content of their character. You can pick up Spellbound in paperback on Amazon.com and online booksellers, and it's also available on e-readers such as Kindle, Smashwords, Nook, and the iBookstore.